Okay, so this is a little bit of a different video. As you guys can see, I just moved into my brand new house. And one of the main things that I wanted to talk to you guys about today is the following. So, this is the exact process I took to actually get to $10,000 a month. No BS, actual guide. And what a lot of people seem to not understand is how reaching out to people and influencers nowadays is super outdated. I wouldn't recommend it simply because there's thousands, if not like tens of thousands of people trying it right now. So it's super retarded to actually try to do something like that because it's just not worth it, bro. It's just not. It's just one of those things where like the more you do, the less you gain, and a lot of things, a lot of times, the more volume you do when it comes down to these kind of things, then the better. But specifically with this industry, within high ticket sales, if you really want to get to $10,000 a month, then the main thing that you need to understand is that network is key. Who you know matters more than what you know. And I know it's contradictory with a lot of things, and a lot of people and influencers they will say, yeah, like do a lot of volume, reach out to a lot of people. But to be honest, that's retarded because the best offers, and you got to think about it this way. Like, let's say um, an NFL player that's super good, that everybody knows him, and an NFL team is like they want to hire someone that's good. They will not hire a random dude that's reaching out to them. They will hire who they know is good because they already know who he is. And if that makes sense, then you need to understand that a lot of times there you it doesn't matter what you know, but who you know. And then the main thing that you got to start doing when it comes to high ticket sales is getting into communities, free communities. If you don't want to spend money, that's okay. But like join communities, free communities specifically, where you can actually get started. That's really one of the main things that I will do. And start hopping into role plays. Like start getting into role plays with people, get into conversations with strangers, like train your skill set. Obviously, get to know people every single day on a daily basis. So when it comes down to the time where you're like, okay, I got this offer and I don't know who to send it to, you can send it to the people you network with. So what is this going to do? So basically, when you give somebody else an opportunity, they will reciprocate this and they will send you opportunities as well because it's human behavior, it's super normal, right? So at the end of the day, like, let me sit here. Okay, let me just get here. At the end of the day, $10,000 a month is super easy because once you land an offer, everything is uphill. So if that makes sense, you need to start networking with people, getting into role plays. You need to start actually just talking to people, to be honest, not hoping to reach out to people that don't even know you and and asking them for roles, for closing or setting roles. That doesn't make any sense. What makes sense nowadays, what actually makes sense is for you to actually just, hop into role plays. It's like really what I did at the beginning. I just hopped into role plays, network with people that I knew their stuff. So that when I started doing that, and obviously these people they know their stuff, they what they do is like they gave me opportunities. They also refer me to recruiters, to growth operators, to info producers, and they tell them, okay, this Miguel guy, he's good. Like he has hard work ethic. Um, he's obviously super willing to be coachable, to learn, to put in the work, to go through the trenches. And now has started as a setter. 3 months in, became a closer. 6 months in, 10K a month. My actual first month that I made 10K, I didn't make 10K. I made 15K. I went from like 6K directly to 15K a month. So that goes to show how possible it is because I'm doing it traveling around the world. I'm not stuck at I don't know, like at an office, at a corporate office that I hate. And I used to work at a call center like 2 years ago, and I used to hate my life. Absolutely. Yeah. But you need to go through that stuff to actually understand what you really want. And if that is you and you somehow find this relatable and you want to get into the industry, network is the only and the best way to get into it. So if you're watching this, I will absolutely suggest you to start networking, getting to role plays, and also join faith communities. That's really the best way because there's exclusive opportunities and introductions. So even if you don't want to pay, again, join free communities, that's okay. But those are really the best and the only way for you to get a role that's actually good because you cannot think that you will get a 10K a month role all reaching out to people online for free. That's absolutely retarded. You need to get into communities. You need to network with people. You need to start getting out there. You need to start documenting your journey. You need to start your own personal brand. You need to do a lot of volume in terms of effort in networking because that's really the main level killer when it comes down to high ticket sales. So if anybody wanna reach out and maybe seek suggestions or maybe even help, or you're curious to see how my journey was, feel free to reach out to me on Instagram, which is in the description, and I'll see you on the other side.